Chris said to me, well, why don't you get your water tested? You've got well water. Why aren't you drinking that? Well, I don't know. I've just never gotten around to getting tested. And I don't think anybody in town that does it. It's got to be mailed off, and I don't know. 10 years ago, it was a nightmare to get it done. What?
I do.
I don't feel good, Tim. You've got to finish that stuff. That's coffee. I don't feel good. I was gonna go sit up front. I probably should. I'm listening to Izzy, and hang on. Oh, that's not a bad picture. I feel like I want to vomit, like real bad. But that's what he said. He said, well, have you got any stomach? Well, I'll suffer through it because my mouth was so bad. This is where I stopped taking painkillers because they did this. So.
Did you get an appointment?
No, because they weren't open. I got to talk to them tomorrow. Those have to be thrown out or eaten. Okay, okay, okay. Hang in there. Okay. I'm going back that way. Okay. These are garbage, Tim. Well, I have this on because I want to take your picture when you find out how much this has cost. $1,250. Okay? This has been serious stuff, Tim. And I'm broke already. And you did do a deposit. Okay. I want to go with a friend. It's raining. Yeah, well, we're gonna... You better hurry or we're gonna get soaked. Huh? I want to go with a friend. It's raining. Yeah, well, we're gonna... You better hurry or we're gonna get soaked. Huh? So it's been an interesting day, and lots has gone on, and if all else fails, we'll go do this, and then I'll come home, have a glass of wine, call Chris, and tell her how much money I fucking spent today. And she'll give me lots of sympathy. I know she will. Anyway, so I don't know where you want to go. I really don't know if I want to go to a park. I thought the canal might be an idea. Is that okay? We could always drive the dike, and the breeze coming through should feel pretty good. Yeah? How do you feel? I wish you were stronger, because it would have been wonderful to go out on a motorcycle if somebody was there to sort of just carry me along. But I don't have any way to do that. Not myself. Certainly not under the circumstances, if you know what I mean. Yeah. That's when you turn in the stupid doing again. Question if that was in place or intact. Maybe. Because I'm past whatever. Yeah, thank you. So you're going to do it again. Right now. It's bad. I need you to do a deposit tomorrow again. I still haven't got all of that. I could choose to hose the dog's doing more vacuum. I've got to do something with getting monies into the account. And I don't know how I'm going to pay it. I don't know. I was a little shocked today with the amount. I could have asked, I should have asked if I could do it in installments. And I never thought of it until afterwards, and I think they would have let me. You know, I've been there as a patient for forever. You will be pleased to know that I'm fully up to date with what he did, and I've reviewed everything to date. I'm ready for tomorrow morning's scan. Reviewed and did my thing. That's what I figured. If I could get to that point where I'm kind of understanding some of it, then I could start to add on to it. But I did good today and yesterday. I'm surprised nobody knew what it is. Which dope motion? I can't. I'm still not talking well. Anyway, it basically means eat with me, and I thought everybody knew that by now because that was the discussion 2 months ago. What that word was. So anyway, just okay. Those are for quads, aren't they? The ladder things or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Sadie. Yes, we're gonna take your pretty picture. Okay, go ahead. I would have opened the thing, but I got my hands full too, so. Yeah, well, it is. It's raining again, isn't it? Come on, Twinkie. Well, we'll get underneath here. Well, this smells better. I hosed the hell out of this and did whatever else, so that's probably a good thing.
Are we going out front? Let's go.
Come on, are you going out front? Are you going out front?
Let's go.
Come on.
That's where we're coming.
What is... Oh, okay, it's dripping in that. Well, I won't hurt that. Come on, let's go. I'm going out there. Twinkie butt. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, she was just beside herself today when I had the hose out, which is ridiculous. You know, and she's running from one end to the other. It was just silliness. It really was. Yes, it was. What? Whoa! What?
Hey.
Whoa!
Go on.
Oh, shit. Well, maybe I'll go in and work on... And I've got to move these silly chairs yet, too, okay? Here's this. This is actually on at the moment. Yes, dear, you turn the same way you would on a bike to do it. The van will do it too.
Yeah, this way it's usually.
Huh?
They usually go this way too. On the parking spot by the parking place.
It's too freaking hot to go over to Greendale Market anyway. Well, I guess that's good we did what we did yesterday because we wouldn't have been doing it today, or I would have missed it today. Yeah. When Ben came in, I told him all that. I said, what? He says, are the dentists back? I says, well, yeah. I said, but it has to do how they can get people in, and it's just 3 months? Like, I don't know. Somebody else said something recent. I don't know. That just is worth it.
Hi, Sadie.
I usually understand. And there's a sadness suddenly that just takes over, you know? It's... yeah. Anyway. But it wouldn't be all that nice to go out anyway with the vehicle, but have you got enough to get through red pickup and that stuff?
Yes.
Well, I suspect we're in all day tomorrow until he gets here. Because this guy shows up the 5:30. Yeah. So
Yeah, Rob just home.
I don't know, it's pretty hot out here too, isn't it? Yeah. Well,
It's still 26.
is it? Oh well, then that's why. I thought about Island 22, but I don't know if I want to go near there if there's mosquitoes. Not like the last time. It's freaking wild. guess I'll tape to ask you the next question.
That's just a truck.
That's not a truck. That was a vehicle.
An SUV.
Some sorts. There, she's gone over and pooped, and now she's a happy girl. Yeah, I think I'll do that tonight, and if I don't, well, then I'm doing it. I've got to do it by tomorrow night.
Right.
But I'm fully up to date again with Izzy, and that was a heavy class. Good class. Going back over it, there's a lot in there that I haven't even searched, and you know, I don't know why he would be so impressed. It's really not impressive. That's easy. That's easy. I'm not dealing with suffixes and on pronouns and stuff. So you know, I can talk about the weather. That was simple. But some of the other stuff is just holy shit. So I don't know. I'm hoping I can get it a little bit further again or whatever.
I think a few days ago it was debatable if I was going to be even wearing a t-shirt out here.
There, look at that. It's cool. Drive slow and don't hurt us. Or something like that, right? But up that way we could sit for a little bit. Look and see what it looked like. It's almost pretty in places. This woman called me it was a good name. I'll take it on tape. They would possibly need a tutor instead. So maybe that would come together. I would do that. At least in those ways she wouldn't fight with me. But anyway, okay. At least I don't think she would. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I wish... Tim, I was at the dentist from 10:30 till when? Forever? What? I was there longer than that. Well, he drilled 50 holes in my teeth. Anyway. Yeah, I thought we'd go sit up there where it's cool and stare at the water or something. Does that sound okay? I think that's the thing that gets me too, you know, I don't know who to go visit. Even like nobody visits anybody, you know, just stop in and say hi to, you know, so and so or whatever. Holy jeez, the water is really still high. Yeah, wow. Like back there, that's why it's all gated off, because you usually can, by this time of month, summer, you should be able to, you can drive through those areas. I don't think I have it to me to go down the hill today. I don't think I'm going to do that. We're going to sit here and... Oh, look! Oh, well, yeah. Let's see how close I can get. Let's see if he's got to come along his nose. Question for you. I might be wrong, but I don't think you could use a net in this area. In the canal. I don't know why, I just didn't think, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, maybe he's indigenous and just doing it for whatever, but if he is, that kind of goes against even, well, I don't know, you know, the whole thing with Bernie and never mind. It is, you know all those things. I mean, it just seems really odd that he's running a net. Well, maybe he thinks we're the fisheries too. That'd be wild, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be wild? I think so. I don't know. And then you gotta understand what it's like with the way they do things now. They rinse your mouth constantly with peroxide. You know, you're wearing a mask. You got safety goggles on. Like it's bad enough being at the dentist without all that other stuff. They claim it was a fire. Actually, once or twice, Tim, I got, and I was really warm.
What they are saying now?
Because then they got you draped, because they're going to X-ray it in the middle and between of it. So I am just cooking, and
it wasn't a firecracker company.
I don't think I was going to sleep, but that's it. Like I just suddenly went, we don't know what it was. Everything got really felt faint and grief. I don't know. Anyway, okay, there we go. Well,
got a lot, I guess.
I don't know. Ben today has his own theories about some of the things, Tim, that he said to me too, are just, it's bizarre, the world right now. And Kevin is apparently going to get $2,000. I don't qualify, Tim, and Kevin qualifies. That's one of the talks I had with Ben. Because Ben won't qualify. He doesn't qualify either. And I said that to him. I said, well, this is the problem. Neither do I. He looked at me funny. He says, why not? Well, I don't know. It's their idea because I have like it in a little bit of rental income. He said, that's crazy. Well, I know it's crazy. But Chris has got the same problem. So there are a whole bunch of us out there hurting real bad while the street people are running around
making money.
I don't understand what's going on. We had a little chat that sounded like we were both conspiracists today. Yeah, I mean, it was just bizarre.
Well, we all know I'm with the ministry, right?
Yeah.
What's the title of the ministry? Ministry of Poverty Reduction. What do they get a single person live on? $600 a month.
Well,
how is that poverty reduction?
We know that, but it would have made more sense to have, some of the opposition said this. Why are we doing this with the monies? Why aren't we taking a cutoff? You know, like anybody who makes under, X number of dollars a year, right? Anybody who makes under $70,000, $80,000 a year, okay, which could well be a household. Okay, and that's 80,000 is lower middle class. By the way, I am one of the very poor. So are you. Yeah. Okay, even though I supposedly own property, it's all maxed to the whatever, and there's nothing. Okay. So why aren't we just saying we'll just blanket cut all those people if they're not on disability or social? That would be another department, and we're going to give them a guaranteed income for this many months. So we'll give them that $1,000 each or whatever. Why didn't they do that? No, they took more monies than what would have been that and handed it out to people that I don't know why they have it. Some of the ones that well, I won't name Chris, but a few people that have shared that have said, oh yeah, I know so-and-so, and this is what they make, and they drive 4 cars, and they probably aren't hurting because your bank savings don't figure into this. See how this is really odd stuff? Yeah. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got to do with if you made this much money or whatever. I don't know. I'm just overwhelmed with it. Well, it is cooler here.
It would have been good to be out here today with the rain to listen to it.
I could hear. I mean, it was really loud in the house too. I've got to sweep the hell out of that stuff yet. I haven't done that. Could have done that today, come to think of it.
Have you been watching the news lately?
No.
You know what stuff that's going on the west or on the east coast?
No.
They had that hurricane that came up through, and it didn't actually make landfall, except in a little bit of Florida, but it's flooding New York.
Oh, lovely.
Now, it's the house across the street. Has it been sold?
I don't know. Yes, Sadie, you're over there someplace. There you are.
She is.
Yeah, she's hiding because she knows she went poop.
Sadie.
You did. Yeah, I know. See the look?
Look at that. Look at that dog.
See that look?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did. Oh, I know I wasn't supposed to.
I feel so much better.
Yeah, well, she does. She knows darn well, Tim, that dog is old enough. She knows this stuff. It isn't like, yeah, it feels good. It's good. I mean, I know I'm taking pictures of, not that it matters, and taking pictures in the mountain looks kind of cool.
But we could go sit out front, and I don't really have it in me to do that either. So it's just we're coming down here, and then we would go sit down there.
I imagine our place down there is underwater.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It is back that way, though. What the heck is that? We gotta... That's what I thought, a speedboat. Well, what do you know? What I mean?
That's a runabout.
A runabout.
I just went across his net, didn't I?
Yeah. I don't know. I may try to go for a walk tomorrow morning. We'll see. I figured if I could get through today, and then I get something in me that I get some sleep, it might be a little sore tomorrow, but it won't be throbbing. And if it's a little cooler at 9 or so after Izzy, I could pull off a short walk, come in, and then I don't know what I'm going to do after that. It would be nice if it was like, okay, we take the bikes someplace, but we probably aren't going to do that either. Or maybe we could. I don't know, maybe we get the bike out and see if I can sit on the back of it. Although by rights, you shouldn't even be doing that because you're not supposed to carry passengers with your license. So you see how tricky this is? There's all these wonderful rules for some goddamn reason. There's a little thing on Anishinaabe mowing and whatnot, but this is nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's just moments that, yeah. Oh, there goes a vehicle. We're not the only ones out here doing it for a drive on the dike, huh?
Yep.
Used to be you only did that if you wanted to go party.
Yep.
It's not quite like that anymore. I don't think he's caught anything. Yeah. Well, I didn't think you could do that in the canal. Like that's. You should message Chris and ask him. If anybody'd know, he'd know. I didn't think you'd want to do net in the canal either. Come to think of it. This is Mia, but not that anybody cares right now. They're probably just happy they're up. This is Mia, but not that anybody cares right now. They're probably just happy they're up. This is Mia, but not that anybody cares right now. They're probably just happy they're up. That's there. He's back there. That was somebody else. Look at that. Because, you know, I don't know, it could be a matrix and we're in a loop. Because he was going that away before. So, anyway. That whole day that I spent writing that thing, though, I think I learned something.
You think you what?
I learned something that day that I spent writing that out. No, I know I did. Because today I understood him. He was asking. Sometimes it's like it just goes through. It sounds beautiful, but it's like it's not comprehending because he's talking really fast. He's speaking today, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, holy shit! Wow. Of course, then I had to type fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the water's a lot higher than what it was about right now. This time of year, we were, what, 3 years ago, we were walking across it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, wow.
Doesn't pay for beer for me.
Oh, damn, eh?
I might drink a 6-pack.
Oh, he's cute. Hi, guy.
He's over here visiting now.
What's that?
He's over here visiting now.
Oh yeah, he's really good around vehicles. He'll walk around and still stay right close. Like when it's sunny out,
Yeah.
he'll run right beside the truck in the shade to stay in the shade.
Smart dog.
It's pretty cool.
I've been doing this, well, 5 times a week minimum for 11 and a half years now.
Well, yeah, and the world has so changed too suddenly in the last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not for the better either.
No, I agree.
No kidding.
I agree.
This COVID
Yeah, but
is the
not that anybody
biggest
cares right now. They're probably just
farce
happy they're up.
ever.
I,
You know, the whole world's economy's destroyed. You know, so many small businesses are now bankrupt and
Oh, yeah.
never recover. You know, so many people are out of jobs
yeah.
and will never get a job again. Like, I'm 63. I lost my job in April. I won't get it back. I can't get another job somewhere else because as soon as I apply, they call me in for interviews. As soon as they see me, senior citizen.
Yep.
Forget him. So he's got 50 years experience. They want experience, but they don't want an old guy.
I'm 62. I know what you mean.
62.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
Geez, you're on oxygen, eh?
Yeah. It's called COPD.
Oh, what industry did you work in?
Hotels.
Really?
Yep.
I think that's a fairly clean
Not
environment.
that anybody cares right now.
No, the
They're probably
chemicals
just happy
used.
they're up.
'Cause I've been an auto body man my whole life. You know, nothing but
Yeah.
dust and
Yeah.
poisons and chemicals.
And before that, I was a drywaller.
Ah, that's it.
There you go.
That's it. Drywall. Mega fine dust, just
Yes.
like in body work.
Yeah.
Yes.
And back in the old days, you know, we didn't know much about that. We didn't wear masks
Nope.
or anything.
Couldn't stand them.
Yeah,
Hated them.
I still can't stand to put a mask on. I got asked to put a mask on to go in to x-rays, right?
Yeah.
And I got really pissed off at the lady that says, I'm only putting a
Yeah, but
mask on
not
if
that
I'm
anybody
going into
cares
a
right now.
bank
They're probably just
with a
happy they're
sawed-off
up.
shotgun under my coat and a Uzi on the other side on a fast-release sling. I says, so,
Do you remember when you couldn't wear a mask anywhere?
Yeah, go figure, eh?
yeah, you know, shit, 2 years ago, if you walked into a bank with sunglasses on and a mask, they were hitting the alarm.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I'm surprised I haven't heard of any armed robberies since
wonder
this
why.
COVID, because this is the best time going.
Come
No
to think
kidding.
of it, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, wear a pair of surgical gloves like half the people are wearing, and, you know, a mask and all that, walk into the bank, you know, hold it up at gunpoint, take what you can, get the fuck out,
Yeah.
don't do it again, don't
Yeah, it
press
was-
your luck.
Yeah, it was the guy with the mask that did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which guy with a mask? Well, put a lineup of all these guys with masks, pick out the guy that did it.
Oh, you got it.
It's like,
You make them all out.
You know, it doesn't matter.
He's lonely.
Everywhere.
He doesn't know where to go either.
Everybody
Sure, he comes down here and drives the dike.
precisely.
The dog, because what do you do? And so we're all out for our evening whatever and keeping our social distance. That's what's going on. Oh, that's the little boat, isn't it? That is there. Why are we? Well then, okay. Well, you better put it on when you get up to the other area, unless you want to stop and put it on, or we're gonna ding the whole way. Public notice. What? I have no idea what that even is. No camping? Oh, I bet you people are trying to come out and just sit for a while too. Yeah, it's. Well, good. You stopped. I can do a couple of really nice little pictures. Just wait. There. Some nice pictures, okay? Just drive nicely here, okay? It would be a good thing because I just get, I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm becoming convinced of this whole PTSD thing, Tim. And it's not just because you haven't been well. It's like everything has come together. Yeah, So. Yeah, that dude is lonely too. What did you say about me and what? Well, that's probably just pretty exciting. Okay, there. Wait a minute. There's Twinkie Bud. Okay,
Let's go.
come on. Yes, I know. You came out and did your poop. Oh, turd. And we'll see if it's. I think it's supposed to rain again tomorrow. It may not do what it did. It's doing it up on the mountains right now.
Yep.
Watch. Don't walk into that.
I was over it too.
What?
I was over it.
Hi, Sadie's. Okay, hang on. Yes, there's your pretty picture again. Yes, I know.
You're such a good.
Yeah, she's a good girl. Okay, so you were what?
I was over at Starbucks today. A couple were sitting out in their car. And I was walking past. And the guy stuck his head out the window and said, "Babe, you want some pop bottles?" I thought, should I be insulted?
Yeah, you should have.
I said, no thanks. Give them to somebody that needs them. Walk into Starbucks.
For fuck's sakes. Okay, here, you give me a hug. And you don't lock up yet. Maybe I'll come out there. I'm going to go try doing some of that or something, okay? Okay, honey. Oh, now it's warm again. It will be. Thank you, because I have to go in and out and take some Tylenol and just start to, I don't know, scroll Facebook or something, and maybe by 9 o'clock I'll go to bed, and if not, at least I'll be in bed by 10:30. I did all I wanted to do was lay down, and I thought, well, it's a good way to be up half the night. We got little flies and everything in here. Though I suppose people used to do this at one time. They'd go for a Sunday or evening drive, didn't they? So it says something about. Tim, we have spent more gas since COVID than we have in. Well, I mean, you would spend stuff with whatever, but for just reasons that weren't to go to work or something.
Since I got paid, I spent.
What?
Since I got paid, I spent $100.
Oh, jeez. Well, just sit there.
On gas.
Just sit there for a minute or two. You watch that way, and I'll tell you you're
clear this way.
Well, you're clear this way now. Okay. Oh, look at that. Pretty cool. That's the problem too. I said to myself, well, I'm not even walking the dog. You know what? I can't walk the dog. It has been too hot to walk the dog. They say you'll never survive it. Like even her paws, which the last thing I want are blisters. Oh, look at that. Pretty cool. You know what you could do tonight? Is, because you can sit there and just drag through them and go through. I got them, I posted them, the new, videos, and find the one with Roger and let me know which one it is. Like, even if you were dragging through them, and then I won't post it forward. Okay? And that gives you something to watch. I thought of sitting there watching them with you, but figured that, see, this has been at least distracting. I didn't think I could do it. Try putting together some little conversations, or at least start thinking about it tomorrow. Well, we sort of went down to the river, kind of like Angela and Frank. That's what she says. She says they go and they get a tea or a coffee or take something or don't take something, and then they just go out. Meaning they're spending the gas thing too, right?
No.
And off they go and sit, which just. Well, you can go this way and turn right. Go this way and turn right. You're going to turn. We're doing that area of the airfield. I miss this with the bikes in the evening. It was, this is just a second best with the car and driving, but I wonder if they're not there anymore. But it's changed hands.
Oh.
Well, anyway, back to that family. Yeah, I missed that evening out moment. I think I got mosquito bites.
One of my elbow.
Huh? Yeah, I've got them. It's in my face and around the neck and that. Turning this on and off, and it goes to show how bad COVID is with the PTSD that I've never babbled so bad in years. But you know what? This is very precious to him. Okay? In really strange ways. Almost as bad as there's that Facebook meme that says something about, can almost guarantee that everybody was wrong in 2015 about where they'd be in 5 years. Like, yeah.
So they wouldn't let people in to save onto this?
They're letting people in 5 at a time.
Dear God. What was that still going on when you went back? No?
Well, they're still busy.
Well, there's a lot of people out there that think all of this is, I don't know, something. That guy did. It's easier to see the lawn from out than on the other side of the gate, okay? And I could always push mow it tomorrow or decide to do it early enough. What's it like? Does it really? Yeah, see, all I get is getting are the long, draggly, like it's really that burnt in places. It's an awful lot of this kind of, okay, well, we won't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. She's probably fine.
Didn't want to scare you.
Yeah, I could come get some dirt tomorrow, too, over there. And you could maybe help me or something. I put the window up and I'll go open this up, okay? Let's set that there for a moment. Here, look at me and smile. There. Don't jiggle the vehicle.
Nothing. There's so much food up there right now, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, something like that. Thank you, sweetie. Hi, guys. Yes, we're almost alive. Yes, you're still hot. I know you are. Thank you. I am glad that I thank you for doing that. That'll help. I'm gonna go inside and I don't know. I feel like I want to cry too. Chris tells me that's my problem. I need to just go sit and cry for a while. Hi guys. Yes. Oh, look, Nia, you woke up. Did you have num-nums? It's cooler down here though, isn't it?
No.
Well, you never know. Maybe we can get them out by tomorrow. I want to go to a friend. It's raining. Hi, Matza. Yeah. Well, we're gonna You better hurry or we're gonna get soaked. Huh?